All right, if I can have your attention, today's June 20th, 2023, 4 p.m. Call the Board of Public Works meeting to order. First order of business, reading and approval of the minutes of the last meeting.
Make a motion, we approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Motion made by Ron, seconded by Matthew. Approve the minutes as written. All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Payment of claims in the amount of $304,370.78.
I'll make a motion to approve the payment of claims as presented.
Second.
Motion made by Matthew, seconded by Ron. Payment of claims in the amount of $304,370.78 be made. All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Regular payroll in the amount of $202,477.37.
Do we need to amend the agenda?
I put it on the agendas out there, and I just told you, so if you want to modify it, you can do that, or,
I'll make a motion, we approve the regular payroll for $202,477.37.
Second.
Motion made by Ron, seconded by Matthew. The amount payroll, $202,477.37 be made. All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? New business. Request of the temporary closure on East State Street from 73 East State to 85 East State on 6/30/23 from 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. by Mike Klingman. Mike?
Yeah, we got a family reunion. We always have the fireworks with it too. And we've been doing it for like 9-10 years now. And it's getting so where cars are stopping. And I'm afraid somebody's gonna get rear-ended.
Because this is the first time we've asked to close it, right?
Pardon?
This would be the first time we've closed it?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything from police chief, fire chief on closing East State Street?
I was thinking we're probably gonna have to move them back to Clay and Wabash because we don't want any people.
It'd be right on 8th Street, be the greenhouse 73. And I own the 85 over there with the lot.
Right.
I owned that lot, at the end of the lot where the other one would be.
But we'll have to block it back because if they drive in, they're gonna have to back out.
Okay, so we have to go in from all
Yeah,
that.
we'll have to go Clay, Wabash.
Okay. Like, I think I put down 8:30 to 11.
Is there any problem that you see, Eric?
No, just don't shoot them towards the recycling plant. Please don't.
I'm glad I know you.
You see any problem with it,
No, sir.
Dan?
No.
Okay.
I'll make a motion, we approve the request, but to include Clay to Wabash.
I'll second that.
Motion been made by Ron, seconded by Matthew to approve the request from 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. from Clay to Wabash on East State Street. All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
See you. Nice to meet you. Okay.
Next on the agenda is a request from Steve Rylands on behalf of the Corner Lounge for temporary street closures.
Almost.
it's on there, it's on there, it's just,
It happens.
You're not Steve.
I'm Stevie, yes. Close.
Okay, go ahead.
So last year, we were able to do this. We did a bike night on Fridays, every Friday, for a couple of months over the summer. Just requesting a block off 6th Street from Broadway, about halfway down. We have food vendors come in, a bunch of bikes come in. We do like little bike shows and little bike-related events. So we're just requesting to be able to do it again this year.
The only problem I have is just closing to the alley when probably should close the whole street.
They've got that parking lot back there for Gabriel's, a lot of like the businesses on Broadway uses. So
Okay.
didn't want to block them out from being able to use that.
Did you have anybody that would be turning off of Broadway and they turned east and just came out around the barriers and went in the westbound lane?
You're talking about blocking the whole street, not just half of it, right?
No, yeah, the whole street from sidewalk to sidewalk.
Oh,
But-
okay.
halfway down.
But half of it
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Broadway to the alley?
Yep,
Okay. Which would still free up the parking lot, and you'd have to put a barricade up by Gabriel's, which
yeah, yeah.
I'm sure Todd has done that last year. And then, so, that would still open up the parking lot behind the old Whiskey River or whatever it was
Yeah.
there, across from the YMCA.
And for whatever reason, I was thinking, was there a problem last year at one time? Was there something that,
That was a couple years ago.
it was a couple years ago, so last year everything went okay?
Yeah, I don't think
It
we had
wasn't
a
with the
problem last
corner,
year.
was it? Yeah, no.
Okay, 'cause I could remember something, I just didn't.
Oh, block party.
Yeah, already was.
Sorry for Steve.
You're okay, I get it all the time.
And this is wanting every Friday from June 30th through September 29th?
Yeah.
What happens, I know in the past, the circus has had a dunk tank there right
Yeah,
by
we won't do
Gabriel's.
anything that weekend. I don't know, I didn't look up to see what day it was gonna be. I just won't.
So
have
it
the
won't be
bike
the
race.
Friday
That
of the
will
circus
not-
week, okay.
Yeah, that won't affect the Circus City week.
Yeah, because Circus City will be a week-long
Yeah,
event there where
yeah.
I don't have any other questions. I'll make a motion, we approve the request with the exception of Circus Week, to allow them to do that on Friday nights.
Second.
motion been made by Ron, seconded by Matthew. Approve the request except for the week of the Circus City's festival going on. All those in favor signify saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much. Next, we have request from Rediscover Downtown Peru for street closures for second Saturday's events, primarily East Fifth Street between Broadway and Wabash Street.
Yes-ish. So, hi, I'm Connie Roberts. So I am, Rediscover Downtown Peru has an executive director now, and we've never had one before, and I am it. So,
Congratulations.
thank you very much. I look forward to doing good things for the city. I'm excited. So you'll probably be seeing a lot more of my face moving forward, especially with Second Saturdays. So we actually had a committee meeting on Second Saturdays today, and they really liked how Cole Porter Festival was laid out a couple weekends ago. So as opposed to it being East Fifth to close for Second Saturdays, we would like to try just for July. We're probably going to come back and figure out the rest of our Second Saturday street closures, but just for July 8th, we would like to close the West Fifth from sidewalk to sidewalk from Broadway until the Flagstar inlets. And I have that, I mean, it's just a little email, but just so you have it in writing, what we're talking about, and what dates and stuff. And then this is for you. Looking at the same one together. It's basically what we just did for Cole Porter Festival minus beer garden, and minus tents. So it would just, we'd be using the street and the grass lot for kids' activities, bounce houses, things like
Because
that.
that wasn't in your application.
So it was on East Fifth for the application, and literally just this afternoon, we'd like to amend that request to be West Fifth. Street
Along
instead.
with East Fifth,
No,
just strictly west?
yeah, because we figure we'll be setting up just as the farmer's market is getting ready to tear down, so getting their crowd interested in our kids' activities before there's a big gap and everyone dissipates. It'll kind of help guest retention for downtown businesses. And typically in the past, second Saturdays has been from 5 to 8 p.m. because it was meant to be kind of an evening thing. But right now, businesses are struggling to fill their regular shifts with staff. They are enthusiastic about participating if we could do it during hours when they're already open. So that's why our hours for this probably year, but certainly for the July 8th, are from, our actual activity will be from about 1 o'clock to about 6 p.m. And we'll have various activities in other private lots around town, but the only street closure we're asking for is 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. on July 8th for the West 5th location. I had to make sure I said it right.
7 a.m., 6 p.m.? 7 a.m.?
6
We were
a to
saying
7
just because we didn't want people parking there while we're trying to set up some stuff.
7 a, 6 p.
6A, 7P.
6 a,
Sorry.
7 p.
And that's for July 8th?
Correct. And then we'll kind of feel it out, how that works, and then we'll come back and present for additional street closures for the rest of the warm second Saturday months.
So you're not asking for East Fifth to be closed at all then?
Not at all. Yep, that was what we were thinking 10 days ago, and then as of this afternoon, everybody thought that trying it on West 5th might be better for everybody involved.
Okay. First of all, we need a motion to amend the agenda to read West Fifth instead of East Fifth.
I'll make a motion to amend the request from Rediscover Downtown Peru to reflect West Fifth Street from Broadway to Flagstar parking lot on July 8th from 6A to 7P.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Now we need a motion, that was to amend the agenda, now we need a motion to accept. Now, are you going to be coming back next Board of Works in,
Probably 2 weeks from now, and
Okay.
we'll talk about how it went, and then we'll have a better understanding of how we want our future-looking second Saturdays to go and what exactly we'll close. Because we're looking at spreading our activities a little more throughout the downtown, so we're looking at maybe something closing Canal near McClure's and Club 14, but we're not ready to ask for that yet, so we didn't want to do that yet. But we're pretty sure this West 5th Street for the 8th is something we definitely want to do, and we'll probably carry that forward. But again, we just didn't want to have to amend all the different plans that everyone in the city is going to have to think
All
about.
right.
So let's get this one out of the way.
okay,
I'll make
go ahead.
I'll make a motion to approve the request as amended.
Second.
Motion been made by Matthew, seconded by Ron, approve the closing of West Fifth Street from Broadway to Flagstar parking lot, 6A to 6P on July 8th, 2023. All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Next order of business, request from Paul Foreman to close your Peru River Walkway on 6/30/2023 to allow fireworks show at West City Park from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. that night.
We'll just get the next one out of the way too. So June 30th, we do fireworks for the.
Let's do this one first.
Okay. Well, I mean, explanation, it's just keeping crowd control. Once we get fireworks on the field, we use electronics. They're sensitive to cell phone use, and people just, it keeps people out of the hot zone. It's just same thing for Mac Park. It helped a little bit last year. Had a few people that still jumped it, and you're going to have that. But it's just a formality to keep us all safe.
I was gonna say you do this every year down there at the
Yeah.
end of the ball season for the
Yes,
kids.
we do. So.
And,
Good show, and it's not the same as the Mac Park show. That's what's cool about it. It's designed for the kids at the ballpark. You can see it from a lot of places, but I put it to music and let the kids all come down and play. Or after the game, they get to enjoy it.
I
So
know it's pretty packed down there.
it was pretty packed, yeah.
So-
I'd love to see that. So that was a request for the walk. We'll shut down from the softball diamonds to the end of the shed, if you will. If you're familiar with the West City Park, we just, right there where the it winds off, we just kind of cut it off there and send people around.
Yeah, I think for the safety of everyone around, it's a good idea to cut that off. So,
I'll make a motion to approve the request.
Second.
motion been made by Ron, seconded by Matthew to approve the request. All those in favor signify saying aye.
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 Opposed, ayes have it. Now we'll go on to the closure of the parts of the disc golf course on July 4th, 2023, to allow preparation for an annual fireworks display, which we did this last year.
Yeah, we've done it for the last couple. Prior to that, I tape off and people just cut through the tape. What I like about having the city support is that if they do break the line, then we can get law enforcement involved.
Right.
They don't just have to answer to me. The city has said, I have authority to close it down, the disc golf course. If you're not aware, we shoot off on top of the hill. We take 3 holes out of service because with our fallout zone, and once again, once they're dropped, we're hot and I can't undo it. You don't need to be throwing a disc golf course over the 140 shells I got for the finale or whatever.
Might be
So,
interesting.
well, you know, I think it'd be cool, but I'm not sure how sure they like it. But by doing that, it just kind of gives me a little more authority to say, listen, you can turn around or I can call the police. It doesn't matter to me.
I'll make a motion to approve the request to close.
Second. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Motion been made by Matthew, seconded by Ron to approve the request. All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Communications.
I have one question here. On your, on the one for Cal Ripken, you had 4 to 10:30, but you just said 3 to 11.
4 to 10:30. We shoot at 10 o'clock. It's a 15-minute show.
Okay, so.
So 4 would count.
As your original one?
Yeah,
not
it'd be
what
all
you
right.
said tonight?
Yeah, it'd be okay. I think Mac Park's 3 to 11, so maybe.
Yeah, it's 3 to 11. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure.
Thank you.
Okay, anything under communications?
No, sir.
Anything from the audience? No.
Let me tell you.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask Chief, Chief, when people ask, like, we're paying for fire protection, what exactly is that about? On the city, for utilities?
We have absolutely nothing to do with that. That is none of that money goes to the fire department. So that says fire protection. That is used for sprinkler systems, piping, fire hydrants, everything with utilities.
Okay, that's all you need to know.
We wish it was ours.
But you'd have to show it pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else? Not, we're up for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.